Dear students, today talk on migration in fishes. Animal migration, particularly migration in fishes. Migration is defined as the periodic movement of fishes from one region to another region for the purpose of feeding, spawning, or shelter. During migration, the population mortality of numerous individuals occur due to different ecological hazards such as temperature fluctuation, scarcity of food, predation, etc. In mature adult fish, migrations are mainly for spawning and feeding. Migration provides chance for better survival. The important migratory fishes are Pacific salmon, Oncorhynchus, Atlantic salmon, Salmo salar, European eel, Anguilla rostrata, American eel, Anguilla vulgaris, Ilsa, Ilsa, codfish, Gadus morua, swordfish, Ziphias gladys, milkfish, chanos. Types of migration in fishes. Mainly four types, namely diatomaceous migration, Potamodromous migration, Oceanodromous migration, latitudinal migration. First one now, diadromous migration. Second one, Potamodromous migration. Third one, Oceanodromous migration. Fourth one now, latitudinal migration. Take up first one, diadromous migration. Fishes spend a major part of their lives in freshwater or sea and migrate during breeding period for spawning. It takes place between sea water and fresh water. It can be further classified into three types: anadromous, catadromous, and amphidromous types. So first one now, anadromous, catadromous, and amphidromous type. First one now, anadromous migration. It is the movement from salt water to fresh water for spawning. So the main intention is the spawning, but movement from salt water to fresh water. Example, Pacific salmon, Atlantic salmon, Ilsa, etc. Pacific salmon adult lives in salt water of Pacific Ocean until they become fully matured for reproductions. They can migrate a long distance into the freshwater rivers. The female lays the eggs and return to their feeding ground. Males also discharge their sperms for fertilized eggs. The fertilized eggs grow, hatched and matured into young ones which live in freshwater for some time and then start downstream movement toward the sea. This upstream and downstream migration takes about 1 year. These migrated young salmons grow in size and attain full maturity for reproduction in about 7 years, and further starts upstream migration towards freshwater river for breeding purposes. This is something about anadromous migration, movement from salt water to freshwater for spawning. Examples: Pacific salmon, Atlantic salmon, and then Ilsa ilisha. Second one is catadromous migration. It is the movement from freshwater to saltwater for breeding. So, catadromous migration for the purpose of breeding. It shows a movement from freshwater to saltwater. Examples: American eel, European eel, etc. In autumn season, several changes occurs in the body of eel fishes. Their color changes from yellow to metallic silver, and fully growth of gonads. Eyes becomes larger and sharper snout or takes place. The silver eels now migrate to the sea for breeding purpose. Anguilla vulgaris travels about 4,500 kilometers eastwards from America, and Anguilla rostrata westwards from Europe reach their breeding place in the Sargasso Sea of Bermuda. The adults dies immediately after spawning in a deep waters, and young larval drift and swim backwards the freshwater. During their long return journey towards home of their parents, they metamorphose into about 8 millimeter long called elvers. Elvers take about 3 years in reaching the rivers. Here, they feed and grow to become yellow eels in some years, and on reaching maturity, starts their seaward migration again. So, this is the catadromous migration. The purpose is breeding. They show the movement from freshwater to saltwater. Examples: American eel and European eel. Third one is amphidromous migration. It is a movement between freshwater and seawater and vice versa. So, amphidromous migration means it is a movement between freshwater and seawater and vice versa. It is not for the purpose of breeding but for other purposes. Example: food. This movement may occur regularly in the life cycle. Example: irregular movements of the Asiatic milkfish in and out of freshwater in search of food. Next one, potamodromous migration. It is confined to freshwater. Example: carps and trouts. They travel long distance in large rivers in search of suitable spawning grounds. They return to feeding area after spawning. Third one now, oceanodromous migration. It is confined to salt water. Example, swordfish. They travel long distance in the sea from deeper ocean water to the shallow in shore spawning areas at the time of reproductions. After spawning, they return to their feeding grounds. They are moving north in spring and south in autumn. This migration is only suitable climatic conditions. So, amphidromous migration, potamodromous migration, oceanodromous migration, etc. Purpose of migration. Alimental migration, it is for search of food. Spawning migration, it is for reproduction. Climatic migration, it is for secure more suitable climate conditions. Osmoregulatory migration, it is for osmoregulation. Migratory movements. Fishes show migratory movements by following methods. First one now, denatant and contranatant. So denatant and contranatant. Okay. During migration, fishes move either in the direction of the water current or it takes the opposite route. The movement taking place in the direction of water current is known as denatant. Examples, young salmons. The movement occurring against the water current is called contranatant. Examples, adult salmons. Second one now, drifting. Fishes are carried passively along with the water current if the movement of water is overall in one direction. It may result in the movement of fish in that direction. So that is the directional movement. The young ones migrate to nursery grounds by drifting. Third one is swimming. The juveniles go to the adult stock on their feeding grounds, and mature and ripe fish move from feeding grounds back to the spawning area by swimming methods. The spawning migration is against the water current and the spent fish return to the feeding ground with the water current. This is something about migratory movements, also purpose of migrations. Advantages of migration. First one now, migration of population may occur for food, shelter or reproductions. Second one now, migrating movements are the better utilization of untouched new habitats and their resources. Third one now, they are getting separate feeding, breeding and nursery grounds. Fourth one is, it provides favorite climatic conditions for spawning and survival of the larvae. These are the advantages of migrations. Next one now, Factors regulating fish migration. They are physical, chemical, and biological factors. First one are physical factors. These include depth of water, pressure, temperature, light intensity, photo period, current and turbidity, etc. Water current influences considerably the direction of movement of the fishes. The eggs and juveniles are transported passively along with water current to their feeding grounds and after spawning carried by river currents toward the sea. Light intensity and photo period also influence fish migration. For eggs, lamprey migrate during the night. Herrings, sorry, light intensity and postponed also influences fish migration. For example, not egg, mistake is there now. Correct it and read as, for examples, lamprey migrate during the night. Herrings migrate during full moon. When temperature rises, the rivers during summer provides a stimulus to influence the upstream movement of fishes for migration. So this is something about physical factors effect on fish migration. Next one now chemical factors. Salinity of water influences the fish behavior. Most of the freshwater fishes are in the tolerant to salinity changes, but in some fishes like salmon, anguilla, hilsa, etc., are tolerant to salinity and travel long distance from ocean to freshwater and vice versa. Next one now, biological factors. The food, memory, gonadal activity, biological clock, and endocrine glands are influencing fish migration. Availability of food and feeding area or influences migration. Hormonal production is essential for changes of habitat and gonadal activity regulates migration. In anguilla, it migrates more than 3,218 kilometers across Atlantic from the breeding ground of eels near West Indies to reach European freshwater where it becomes an adult. This, this transportation from freshwater to saltwater and vice versa is associated with well marked endocrine changes. Any clarification, any doubts, send me the messages. Thank you.